Si on vous demande le nom d'un club auto qui rembourse votre franchise en cas d'accident, vous pensez à qui? Roule prend le relais là où votre assurance auto s'arrête. Roule, le premier club auto qui profite à tous, à condition de ne pas passer à côté.
And then we will continue with the Alpine ELF Cup. Alpine, yeah, it depends on how you want to say it, of course. Qualifying 1, 20 minutes qualifying for the Alpine ELF Cup. And the schedule here at Zandvoort is delayed because of Code Red. We had an accident in the previous race and it ended also in a Code Red, the second Code Red for that race. So we are behind of track. Normally this qualifying would start at 11:30. It's now 12:01, so we're exactly 1/2 hour behind. But again, a beautiful class with this Alpine ELF Cup. With really nice cars on the track. At the moment I see 8 cars in their outlap. And let's see what times they will drive, what lap times they will drive here at Zandvoort. It depends a little bit if they can set good times. We do have 90 degrees here with partially clouded with a little bit of sun here. It could be that today we'll have a little bit of rain. They say the chance is 10%. So then we exactly need a cloud that goes over the track. And when we look to the sky, we don't have any threat of that. So the humidity is 80%. The wind is 16 kmh. And it feels like that's really nice, 24, 25 degrees Celsius. So it's really nice weather here at Zandvoort. We do suspect from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock some more clouds. But for the rest of the day, it will be great, around 20 degrees Celsius. So the circumstances for racing are pretty good, I must say. And let's see what the guys in the really nice Alpines can do here with the lap times at Zandvoort, and they will of course go under the 2 minutes because it's in general 2:03 or higher, but as we come a little bit further into this qualifying, then probably the times will go down very quick. And of course, saying that the lap times will go down very quick, that's already necessary, of course, because this qualifying takes 20 minutes and we already have spent 4 minutes of it. So 16 minutes to go here for the Alpines to set up a good lap time and maybe to take pole position for the race later today, because the Alpine ELF Cup will have their first race of the weekend at 16:30. Probably a little bit later because of the delay today, but that will be around the time that they will have their first race of the day, a race that will take 35 minutes. But first, the qualifying, still 15.5 minutes to go. At this moment, it's the number 38 Alpine of Lazare Lartigot, or Latigo Lazare. I think that his second name is Lartigot and Lazare is his real name. So 1:48.238 is the fastest lap time at this moment, with Ivan Ovchenko following with the number 97 car in 1:52.21, which is almost 2 seconds above the time of Latigo. It is car number 36 who has track limits at turn 3, which is the Hugenholz corner, the banked corner behind the paddock. And the relevant lap time will be disallowed of car number 36, which is Roé Meuas, if I pronounce it well, on 12th place. So he has to do a little bit better and stay within track limits. Ivan Ovchenko now second place with the 97th car, and third now David Barrère, the number 25 Alpine with 1:48.265. We do have some differences within the categories. So we have the juniors, we have the CH, it's called the Challenger Championship. We have the Gen, which is the Gentleman Championship. Then of course we do have the Pro, which is the Professional Championship. So we make a little bit of difference within the several categories, and that's why people can also get the points within their own category. At this moment, so the junior Lazare Latigo is leading the pack, 1:46.860, and 80 thousandths of a second behind him. Now we find the number 74 car of Victor Weyrich. Here on the straight, number 38 car, Lazare Latigo, now 1:46.599, 54 thousandths of a second slower than Romain Monti, now the number 10 car in the lead with 1:46.545. It is qualifying, and we have still a bit more than 12 minutes to go. Also fast on track is the number 74 car, Victor Weyrich, who is fastest in sector 1, 35.738. The number 74 car. Let's see what he can do. And here on the straight, Alain Giacono on 10th with 1:52.69, which is 3.7 seconds behind Romain Monti, the fastest car on track at the moment. Roé Meuas, number 36, now on third, 1:46.710, which is 1600, almost 1700 behind Romain Monti. And slowly we see starting the lap times going down. It's now Victor Weyrich, the fastest one, the number 74 car with 1:46.022. So it looks like we're getting at least under a 1:46. We're only 22,000 seconds. It is Victor Weyrich, the number 74 car, who is very fast at the moment, but the guys with the cameras are following also one of the fastest cars at this moment on the track, with still a little bit of more than 10 minutes to go. Let's see what happens with the yellow and blue car, or the blue and yellow one, depends on what color you like first. Who is trying to set a good time at the moment. And it goes quite smooth, so to see. And that's the advantage you have when you don't have that much cars around you. You can drive your own lines, take your fastest lines, and try to hit the throttle as soon as you can when you come out of the corner, in order to get a real fast time or lap time here. Let's see if it also goes for turn 11 and 12. Yeah, really smooth race lines. Whilst Leo Jousset is now the fastest one with the number 4 car, 1:45.738. And here is the yellow and blue car that we follow, which is the number 10 car with Romain Monti. He will set a third time now, 1:46.144, which is a bit more than 4 seconds behind Leo Jousset, who is now the fastest. But Romain Monti drove a good lap, improved his time. Sector 1 was an improvement, Sector 2 he was the fastest, and Sector 3 he was also better than before. But it was just not enough to gain that fastest lap time at the moment for Romain Monti in the blue and yellow number 10 car. What we also see is that Leo Jousset, Victor Weyrich, Romain Monti and Roé Meuas, who are all pro drivers, they are now the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the ranking for this qualification until now. And basically the only one who is not, well, who is not where between his junior comrades is the number 38 car of Lazare Latigo. He's now in the outlap on 6th place. The other two in the junior class are on place 10 and 11. So Latigo is in between the challenger class, behind Johan Akkerman, who is fastest there. And then before Thibaut Bossy, Ivan Ovchenko and Tom Verdier, who are all driving in that same challenger class. So yeah, Lazare Latigo is a bit up front of his junior contestants in the race, Cazot and Desgrands. Romain Monti again trying to improve his lap times. Improved in Sector 1, which is a reasonable time. Then really trying also in Sector 2. If he has maybe green in Sector 3, he might. No, he doesn't. Romain Monti, 1:58.353. Very slow lap for him, this last lap. With Victor Weyrich in the pit lane, the number 74. And let you go in their outlap. Thibaut Bossy, the number 85 car in outlap, and David Barrère, the number 25 in the outlap. And Leo Jousset, the fastest one on track at the moment, has track limits, so the relevant lap time will be disallowed. He went over the track limits and got one of his lap times disallowed. Two fastest ones at the track, Leo Lougier and Victor Weyrich, the numbers 4 and 74, are now both in the pit lane. And Tom Verdier also there, the number 8 car, which is now 4th in the Challenger Championship with 1:46.844 as best lap time. He's also in the pit lane with still 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this Alpine ELF Cup Series qualifying one. And Romain Monti trying to get a faster lap time. He's only 1/1200 of a second behind Victor Weyrich, so if Romain Monti would find a little bit of extra speed, then he could be at the first row on the start grid. The number 36 car away, Mehuas, into the pit lane at the moment. And I wonder if there would be any Alpines who go out for a last try to get a quick lag time. With a little bit less than 4 minutes to go, it's still possible. Keeping in mind that an outlap would take about 2 minutes. Or taking into consideration that the outlap would take about 2 minutes. And at the moment I only see some green sectors, so means sector improvement for a couple of guys. Well, Tom Verdier is in the pit lane, and the others are also, except for Alain Giacono, the number 77, which is at this moment the last one on 14th place with 1:49.228, but he improves in the first sector at least. Paul Parenton, don't know how to pronounce it, the number 3 car on 13th place, 1:48.947, driving in the Gentleman Cup with 3.2 seconds behind fastest one, Leo Jousset. And now the complete top 4 is in the pit lane, and no one will leave the pit lane at the moment. Cars all very much together in the pit lane at the same spot. Yeah, one of the guys is leaving, might be able to do one fast lap if he really hurries up a little bit when he exits the pit lane. And car number 85 is having track limits at turn 3, and the relevant lap time will be disallowed for 85. So that is Thibaut Bossy. Now on second time in the Challenger Championship. Next car coming in into the pit lane. It's the number 88 car of Matthias Gazot. Gazot coming into pit with 10th, 1:47.116, second in the junior class. And that means about half the field is in and half the field is out. Last 2 minutes, last 1.5 minutes is on right now. And do we see some green times? There it is, yeah, the number 77, Alain Giacono on 13th. That has a good sector time in the first one, but the second sector is not the fastest. So really doubt if he will make up for the almost 1 second difference with the guy in front of him, David Barrere. But if Alain Giacono does, then he will be the fastest in the Gentleman Cup. Really beautiful cars with a nice sound here on the track. The Alpines partnering with ELF, whilst one of the cars almost went over the curbstones. And the quality of my monitor is not that big that I can read the numbers on the cars, unfortunately. Lazare Lartigot still trying to become faster, which leads to a better time in sector 1, 35.971. So he's really pushing, but yeah, the checkered flag is out at start finish, so this should be his lap then. Let's see what happens. So second sector, he is not faster. The number 38 car. So I'll have to see what Lazare Lartigot does. He will be coming up the straight at the moment, or is he going into the pit lane? I think he's going into the pit lane, and that means that he won't finish his qualifying lap on the straight, but going immediately into the pit lane. So that makes everything clear. Leo Jousset, the number 4, is the fastest on track. 1:45.738 in front of Victor Weyrich, the number 74 car with 1:46.022. Difference between the two cars around 2800 of a second. Then Romain Monti, the number 10 car, is third with 1:46.144, and Roé Meuas is the number 36 car is fourth with 1:46.247, and that's already a bit more than half a second behind Leo Jousset. So we can say that the top 4 within the pro class is within 509 thousandths of a second. Then in the challenger class, it is Johan Akkerman, the number 324, who has a lap time of 1:46.2. Is leading the pack in the challenger class. Second in challenger class is Thibaut Bossy, third Ivan Ovchenko, and fourth Tom Verdier. In the junior class, it's Lazare Lartigot with 1:46.599. He is the fastest, with Matthias Cazot and Luca Desgrange on place 2 and 3. And the gentlemen are David Barrere, Alain Giacono, and Paul Parentois, who are in that class. So that was the Alpine 11 Cup qualifying, and we will go out of the live stream a little bit, and then we will see the other cars later on. Here on the track we will continue with the Caterhams, but the Caterhams will not be on the live stream for the moment. So we'll hope to see you back within a short period.